What are you so afraid of? That's the one thing I keep hearing. It's like, she's so afraid. Your mom is okay right now.
Well, she's turning 100. She's failing.
I want you to know she's at peace with where she is in life.
Mm-hmm.
What's the significance of the tea set? What's the tea set?
Tea set.
There's a tea set. Think if it doesn't make sense now, it will.
Actually,
what's the tea set?
Right next to me is my grandmother's teacups.
Okay. So your grandmother is stepping through right now to acknowledge that she's going to be there waiting for her when the time is right. Okay, so she won't be alone. She won't be alone. Your grandmother loves you very much. She's done an awesome job. You're a great mom. She said you're still funny. She's a character.
Well, my mother's nickname was Honey.
Are you serious? That's my mom's nickname. My daughter calls her Honey. That's my mom's name. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. My mother's English. Oh, well, I shouldn't tell you so much, right?
Yeah, no, it's okay. You can explain because she's definitely here. I see her.
So, she was a late birth child, and she was named Evelyn. She was named after her grandmother, Hannah River. So they used to call her Honey for Hannah River.
Wow.
That was her nickname. And the Klutz.
Oh my gosh. Wow, Honey, that blows my mind. That blows my mind. Who goes by the name Honey? I thought my mom was the only one. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. See, this is something, again, very significant that you connect with to know who was coming through. You see how it works? So
yep.
she's very, very much like she's very strong. Like I can feel her energy. Very, she's a big personality. Does that make sense? Yeah.
She was, her husband died when my mother was 2 years old. So she raised her 4 children by herself. Wow. So she was very strong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She had to
be.
She was,
her husband was in the army and he contracted TB, and she went to the head of the country and demanded that her husband get out of the army.
Wow.
Yeah, she's very strong.
That's wild. That's crazy. Yeah, it's this is what they do. They come through to let us know that, first of all, there's life after death. This isn't.
Oh, absolutely.
I believe that, to me, this is us dreaming. This life is dreaming. And when we transition to the next life, that's when we're truly awake. And that's why we're able to see people in we only know love and light. Those are the only emotions we can process. So when I go to places that they take me, God, I'm shaking. This is what happens. I start shaking because I can feel it. There's a lot of stuff. What happens is they'll take me to those moments in time, but they're literally just that space. So I understand what you felt or what you're feeling. And it gives me the ability to connect on, just on a much deeper level. Because if I can't go through what you felt or what the people that are coming through went through and how they felt, I can't accurately describe the messages or relay the messages that they're wanting me to deliver. So, what's the significance of the trains?
Oh, that could be my Uncle Sam. He loved trains.
Okay.
That was her brother.
Okay. So I'm just going to bring up everybody that's coming through to say hi.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was that again?
Her brother Sam.
Sam. Was he Uncle Sam?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. He did visit me this morning too. I think that's for today. But then I kept seeing Uncle Sam, like the tax guy, Uncle Sam.
Nope.
So so Uncle Sam, that makes sense. Okay.
And he was really into trains, toy trains, and his son is now doing the trains too.
Okay. So he's also stepping forward with Honey. Honey's grandma, right?
Well, Honey is my mom.
Oh, your mom's Honey. Okay. Evelyn? It's grandma.
Okay. My mother's Evelyn, but she was named after her grandmother, who was also Honey.
Okay, that's who I'm talking about. Okay, yes, perfect, okay. Perfect. I'm like, God, how do I figure this out? Because my mom's Honey, your mom's Honey. Okay. So, Grandma Honey, that one, that came through first. She's bringing Sam through. So that's her brother, Sam's Honey.
That would be her. her grandson, her
Her
son.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. See how it's like you have to put it all together because I have no idea the relationships between people. So again, they're all standing around to say that when the time is right, they're going to be there. Like you don't have to worry about your mom ever being alone or afraid. It's more about you just being okay knowing that she's going to visit, just like Sam and Honey have. Like they don't go away. I'm just the connection. I'm just the ability to tell you what they need you to know. And they'll tell me things in real time, very, very specific, just like they did today. Like right now, like they're all standing around. That's why I'm like literally shaking. I feel like it's almost like an adrenaline rush, but my fingers, everything gets really cold. And my eyes start watering and my body just starts to like shake. And when I know there's just all the energy. So there's a lot of people. There's just a lot of people here. Like I'm literally looking and there's like, imagine like a thin veil, but I can see through it and I can lift it and I can see, it's just, I know it's crazy, but
no, it's wonderful.
It's very real. So I don't know. Your mom is very strong though too. And I know it seems like everything is starting to slow down, but you just need to be in the moment. Don't fear, what do I do? What's next? Don't worry about that so much right now. I know it's easier said than done, but everybody here is saying right now, just be present with her. They're talking about hang on. They're doing this thing like this, like they're making cookies or something. They're baking. It's not cookies. It's like dough for something. I don't know why they're doing that. It looks like dough.
Yeah. Well, my grandmother did, a lot of baking.
Oh, is okay baking?
Yes, a lot of baking.
Okay.
So she used to do a lot of baking with my mom.
Okay. So that's why it's like I was like, why is the dough?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that makes sense. So talk about those things because those are the moments that were very special. And your mom, she's seeing everybody. Has she told you that yet?
Yes.
Okay.
She gets a lot of visitations. Of visitations.
It's these people that are here with me now.
Yep.
So
yeah, they're always visiting her now.
They're letting her know that she doesn't have to be afraid, and that when she's ready, that they're going to be right there. And
she keeps saying though she's afraid.
They're telling her in her ear, there's nothing to be afraid of. But you have to let her know you've talked to them. And they said, there's nothing to be afraid of. We're here. Because they're telling her the same thing. And you're going to say what they're telling her. You're going to validate that for her. And you have to tell her the other side is beautiful. Because I mean it. Everything is perfectly, it's Technicolor. It looks like a postcard. And everything is like the rolling landscape of beautiful hills. And it doesn't look like what we read like in scripture, like the Bible stuff, like the streets of gold. It's not that. It just looks like this beautiful hill country, and everything is so vivid and bright. It reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. When they're running through like the poppy fields and everything is and they're just the color, everything is so bright and vivid. That's what it looks like. And then I see all the people. I see everybody. I see animals, all the animals. And they're all happy and healthy, and they look like they did at the most, joyous time in their life. And they're saying the hardest part, she's not afraid of leaving here. She's afraid of leaving you. They want you to know that she's not necessarily afraid of dying in the process of that, because she knows that they're right there. She can see them. They're talking to her. She's more afraid of leaving everybody behind. She was kind of the matriarch. She was the glue. She was just always in charge, and she wants to make sure that things don't fall apart. And even though she's not capable of doing those things now, in her mind, she's always been in charge. So she doesn't want to leave her kids behind. That's just who she is. So at some point when you're ready, you just have to give her permission. But only when you're ready. That's what she's afraid of.
You're absolutely right. That is what she is afraid of.
You're gonna be okay when that
Yeah.
day comes, because you know you're gonna see her again. Not anytime soon, but she's gonna visit you.
Yep.
She'll make sure that she has me. She has me. And when she crosses over that day, everybody's gonna say, "Hey, we got Shannon's number." Like literally,
Right.
and it's not her fear of leaving and it's not her fear of transitioning. It's her fear of leaving her family behind. Man, just enjoy every moment, as hard as it is, because you know it's not going to be forever. They're telling me, just be present and just remember these however long these times last, just remember these, because these are going to be the ones that you're going to be able to hold on to, along with all the other stuff. But it's not supposed to be sad. This is supposed to be exciting, because she's going to be reunited with her husband, with your dad.
Yep.
She's going to see her family members again. And let's just be real. They're like, nobody wants to be in a bed and not able to do anything.
Nope.
And they don't want you to be burdened. And I say it's not a burden. That's her mom. And they're like, you know what I mean? It's a lot. And it's not. She would never want you to have to do this. She would want you to live your life for you. And these are the reasons why also too. She's like, they're telling me what's Toby gonna do? And I'm like, she doesn't have her mom to take care of anymore when that day comes. And I'm like, it's gonna be time for her to do things for her. Things that make you happy. And just when you're ready, like, you gotta just tell your mom, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. It's gonna suck, but I'm gonna be okay. I don't want you to hang on because you're afraid that I'm not gonna be okay. She's tired. Really tired.
She is.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to cry. Like, what I have to be like.
I'm a crier, so
I am too. But I'm like, today I have to be strong. It's so funny because sometimes I don't know if these people are for you or if
they're just doors.
Everybody's honey's like, she helps everybody, so she's literally letting everybody in. But there's somebody that steps forward that has like animals, like cattle. So maybe like a farmer. This guy looks like a farmer. But what's with the cows?
I'm just trying to think.
There's a cow. This guy's like walking with a cow, and it's like a cow, like on a, how they have him like on a harness thing. He's like walking with this cow, like a black cow.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it could be a couple of things. Like, my other uncle was moved to Arizona, and so there was like a lot of animals. And the other thing is, my father grew up like on a farm with cows and chickens, so it could be my father too. And the other thing could be that when my grandmother left Poland with her family, she went into a barn with a rope, and that would be like honey grandma kind of thing, and she came out with a horse with the rope.
Oh my God, that's it. Oh my God, because it's one single ant. I can't tell if it's a cat. To me, it looks like cattle or something. I don't know, but that makes sense. On a rope, but specifically.
Yeah. So that's her instinct to survive and be able to get her family to this country.
Wow.
And it could have been my grandfather who was actually in the barn with the thing. So I would say it was probably my mom's father and mother.
Wow,
they were both there.
Okay. So again, another set of people that are saying we're totally good. And they look, honestly, how I see them, I don't know how old they would have been, maybe in the 50s, but it looks like maybe from the 50s.
Yeah. Well, they would have been, when they came over to the country, they would have been in their 40s and 50s.
Okay.
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay, well,
age-wise. Yeah,
yeah. Wow,
yeah.
wow,
Because my grandfather died very young from TB.
wow.
Somehow he was able to get into this country. But that was how my grandmother got him out of the war. He was in World War I, and she said she went to like the head of the country and she said, "My husband is sick. I'm taking him out of the war." And then they, as a family, intact, except my mom. My mom was the only one who was born in this country, but her other siblings all were born in Poland, which at that now it's considered Ukraine, but at that time it was Poland.
Wow.
Yeah.
How specific
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
A horse on a rope.
But
Get a cow.
that rope was the big thing. That was a story that we heard over and over again.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, this blows my mind. This is unbelievable. See, I don't. I will never get used to this. How do you get used to this?
No, it's a blessing. It's a like it's an honor to be able to do it. Like that's what my mom has now too. She has the honor of being in touch with everyone right now. She's just
She
they're
already
all
talks to
surrounding
them, huh?
her. They're all surrounding her right now.
Yeah.
She, one thing that came out the other day that was really crazy and wonderful. She was laying in her bed and she was pretty agitated. It was an uncomfortable day for her. And she just started. She was a bookkeeper by trade, and she worked till she was 87 years old.
Wow.
And yep. And all of a sudden, she just kept repeating the number 206, and then 207, and then 202, and over and over and over again. She never said that before. So I started Googling it, and they're all angel numbers.
She's gonna be. This is to let you know. Wow. This is proof she's already definitely talking. She's on both sides already. She's in between two worlds.
Yep.
So her communication with you from now on, her spirit can already communicate because I already talked to her. She's the one that told me T-sets. And when I realized, I was like, wait, she's still here. I've only done that a few times, and it's typically somebody that's in two worlds. So that's why when I saw everybody, I know that's how I knew they were with her, because she's talking to them, and when you said they're in her ear.
Yeah.
She's telling me what they're telling her, which was, I can't leave yet because I need to know she's going to be okay. And she is you.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't the fear of leaving here, because she is very much surrounded by everybody. She's very excited. The earthly her is not excited to leave here, but she also, again, doesn't want you to be burdened with having to take care of her, because it takes you away from taking care of you in your life. And that's not something she would ever want on anybody. That's just not who she is.
She does worry about that.
And I think that's a warranted worry. She's a mom. We always want our kids to be okay. Even when we're, lucky to be at such an awesome age. Like, that's a huge milestone. Like she's lived an amazing life, like a full life. Lots of ups and downs, but a very full, well-rounded life. And she's okay with the time when the time is right.
I know she did say periodically. She said, "I'm ready." She wants to go home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is about you. She can't leave until you give her permission to leave and say, "Mom, if you want to go, I don't want you to. I'm going to be okay." And you just, when you're ready, you got to tell her she's free, because she's tired. She's very tired, and that's hard.
Yep.
It's hard. It's hard, but I do have comfort knowing that, man, they're going to send us signs, and your mom's going to be the number person. She's a bookkeeper. She's a numbers gal. She's always going to communicate with numbers. You're going to look at the clock. Even now, she's going to start communicating with you, because she's, again, like I said, she's on two sides. She's got one foot here, one foot there. You're going to look at the clock randomly, and it's going to have 206, 205, 202,
Mm-hmm.
whatever those numbers were. Those are the numbers. You know
It's
now.
communication, yeah.
That's her.
Mm-hmm.
I think your mom is, that's why she's ready. That's why she says, I want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Because this isn't home. This is, again, we're dreaming. This isn't real
Mm-hmm.
life.
Mm-hmm.
We're home back where we belong when we're in that place that I keep seeing, this beautiful, lush landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Flowers everywhere. They're talking about all the flowers too. So I don't know what's the connection.
My father, every anniversary flowers.
Okay, because a lot of them, a ton of them. Like I'm surrounded by them. Okay, wow.
Yep. So he would send her flowers every time. He was a big flower giver.
Okay, yeah. See what
So
I
maybe
mean? He's right there with her.
yeah, he might be waiting with flowers for her.
He is. He's right there. I can see him standing next to her.
Uh-huh.
They're talking about the pink nightgown. Does she have like on a pink nightgown or a pink
Oh
dress
yeah.
right
Yeah,
now?
today. Yeah, today. Yep.
Okay, they're with her
Yeah.
right now.
Uh-huh.
They're all there. That's your dad with flowers. You're right. He's wearing a nice, beautiful dress shirt, and he's wearing dress pants, and the shirt's short sleeves, and it's a button up. And he's holding flowers right next to her. It looks like a bouquet of huh?
Oh, you know what you see?
What?
So right in front of me, I have their wedding picture, and behind them is a whole, like a whole bush of flowers. She has flowers, and he's holding her, and he's wearing a button-up shirt. So what you're saying is their wedding picture?
Yes. Okay. This is what he's saying.
Yep. Yep. And the flowers are all there around them.
That's
And
it.
she's got flowers in her hair.
Yep. There you go. And you're looking right at it. How perfect.
Yep.
He's right there with you too. He's right there.
Yep.
He's literally there in real time.
Yep.
This is him. This is him. He's validating here. It's so she's good. He's with her. I see the pink outfit she's wearing.
Yeah. And he's holding her.
Yep. Yep.
And supporting her.
Yep. He's standing like if I'm looking at her, if I'm at the foot of the bed, he's got his right arm around her. So he's standing on the left side of the bed with his right arm around her because I can see him.
That's what he has around, in the wedding picture, the right arm around her.
Yep.
And holding her up, and they're both smiling.
Yeah, he's like that with her right now, wherever she is. Like, is she there? Or is
No, she's at her house right now.
Okay, so he's with her right now, like too. So this is him telling me he's hugging her right now too.
Yeah,
but he's letting me know. No, it's okay.
Tissues.
He's letting me know he's right there with you, comforting you and saying, "I'm right here with you. I'm describing this picture like you're looking at the picture, and he's feeding this to me, and I'm telling you what you're seeing. He's right there with you, and he's with your mom too. So just know that she's okay. She's going to be okay because they've been talking. Everybody's been with her.
Yeah, they do come. They come on a regular basis for her now.
Yeah.
She calls that name. She calls that her mother's name a lot, and her brothers and her cousins lately, and my father, so she's talking to everybody, and they're nice talks. Mm-hmm. She's very calm when she's having those conversations. They're nice. It's nice to listen to,
Those are real, just so you know.
Yeah.
Not in her head. They're really there.
Oh, I know that. I pray for that every day. That they're watching out for her and taking care of her.
They are. So, and she loves it. That's why she wants to go home so bad. She wants to see them again. Like, she wants to, because she knows they're there, but it's not like if you and I are in the same room. She still sees them like I see you through a screen. She doesn't get to physically touch them like you can when you transition, but they can touch her. So she knows they're there, and she can hear them and she can see them, but she can't touch them yet. Does that make sense?
Well, one day she asked her health worker to get her mother a cookie. She was looking at the pillow next to her, and she said, "My mother's really hungry. Can you please get her a cookie?"
That's funny.
She put the cookie on the pillow.
See, that's amazing because she's really there. She's there.
Yep.
That's crazy. I mean, but it just gives me so much comfort knowing that
when the day comes where I have to say goodbye to my grandma or my mom, that I'm gonna be okay, because I know they're gonna visit me. They're not leaving. The only thing that's dying is the body that carries us. All this is a vessel. We're just this little beam of light. And this happens to be the suit that we were given. Some people get fur bodies, they become animals. We have become humans in this life. So our bodies have an expiration date, but not our souls. So just know that even though you're not going to be able to see her, that you're not going to see her in a physical form one day, not a human physical form, you will definitely know when she's around. But again, this is not about her. She's totally okay with all of this. And family members are totally okay with all of this. It's making sure that you're okay with all of this, and that you will be okay with all of this. And they know you will be. But I think you have to just know that you're not going to be alone either. They're going to be sending everybody. You're going to know when all of these people are with your mom, when the day comes and she's no longer here physically. You're going to know, because they're all here. I mean, I'm still shaking. For me to be shaking this long, this is a lot of energy.
She had a big supportive family, big family. A lot of, cousins, uncles, everybody. They grew up, at that time, everybody moved to the same neighborhood. So they all surrounded her. Lots of people.
Yeah. What's with the basketball? Because now they're showing me a basketball. I don't know what the significance is of it. It looks like I don't know if it's a basketball player. Basketball? Does basketball have anything? I know that's random.
Well, a couple of things. So Josh and his brother and my daughter all play basketball. And then also my husband coaches basketball.
Who does?
My husband coaches basketball.
Really? Okay, I don't think I knew that. Wow. God, wow. Okay, so this is everybody. Is your husband?
And actually, because I'm also sitting with my husband's things. So I remember one of the pictures of my father-in-law, and he had a ball right in his hand. So I'm wondering if he
this
came
is
to
him. Oh my God.
Maybe the party is here.
Oh my God. This is him, because your husband doesn't believe, really. He's kind of a skeptic. So I don't know what
he's I'm like
you're in it, but he's kind of like I think he needs proof. You know what I mean? His dad's like, he's not going to get proof. This is about as close as he's going to get. I mean, basketball, you connected the basketball. I'm like, that's wild. I was going to say like a basketball player, but you said basketball coach. So but basketball player too.
Yep. And then also my husband's working with my granddaughter also with basketball.
Okay.
So that's his side of the family coming in, the whole athletes and stuff like that.
Who's Edward?
That's my father.
That's your dad. Okay. Because that's the name I just heard now. Who's, okay, because I don't know if I'm here. Who's Harry?
Harry is his brother.
Harry's his brother?
Yes.
Okay, because these two are together. Okay, hang on. No wonder. Is Harry on the other side, I'm assuming?
Harry's on the other side,
okay,
too. Yep.
Okay.
That's his oldest brother.
Okay, because I'm just trying to lay out. There's so many people here. My goodness. Okay, I'm gonna see what else they show me. I keep seeing this little white dog, and I don't know. It looks like, those fuzzy dogs that kind of look like a Pomeranian.
That's my mother's dog.
Really?
Yeah, that's my mother's dog. Yeah, it's a little
was it named something like Snowball or Soap or something like? Hang on, I want to see if she'll tell me what it is. Because she's got the dog with her. The dog just jumped on her lap. It looks like a Pomeranian, but it's white. Is it white?
It's light color. I'm trying to think of what other dogs were around.
Or hang on, but this is a Pomeranian. Did she have a Pomeranian?
It's kind of like a
but
mix
I mean the fuzzy. Okay, but it has fuzzy hair. It's a fuzzy dog. This is a fuzzy white dog. I don't know which dog this is, but it looks like a Pomeranian. I just don't think Pomeranians are white. Well, she's got animals with her, so I don't know. Okay, I'm sure she's not. I'm sure it's one of the dogs. I'm going to see what else, because now they're showing me some things.
Well, actually, you know what I'm thinking? That's probably my my Uncle Sam's wife Edna, because they had dogs all the time, and they had every kind of dog that you can ask for.
Really?
And now my cousin has all the dogs, so that could be my Aunt Edna with my Uncle Sam. That's possible.
Oh, okay. That's his wife?
Yeah, and they were very close.
Okay.
And she's passed on too.
This is crazy. This is everybody here. Do you see what I mean? This is it's a family reunion. This is what it is on the other side. And now they're showing me a little yellow house. A little yellow house. What does that mean? Is that a story or is that something specific? They said the little yellow house. Little yellow house. It might make sense later if it doesn't. We're recording this, though. The little yellow house. Because there's a little yellow house by me, but I don't know. Maybe they're staying there with me, too. Holy shit. Maybe that's why I'm so cold. I mean, I know that's why I'm cold, but man, I'm like, there's a little yellow house next to me. A bunch of them. That's funny. Okay. That's wild. Okay, I'm going to see what else. This is so crazy. And now I'm surrounded by blue. So who has the blue connection? The color blue. You're wearing blue, and literally, I just look at everything around me is blue. Who on the other side? I feel like it's somebody on the other side. Or does your mom connect? Who's the blue?
And I'm trying to think about the blue.
Okay, if you can't think of it, just remember it.
Okay.
There's definitely a significance to the blue because I'm surrounded by blue, and it's like a specific blue. Like it's like there's like this blue, but then I'm also it's like a.
Oh, could be. That's right. Because my father-in-law had the medals in front of us, and they're all blue.
The what?
There's a big blue medal here.
Oh, really? Oh,
Can I show it to you?
Yes. Let me see. Put it in front of the camera. Oh, that's the blue I see. Oh my God, look at this. This is the blue.
See your father's here, Michael. Yep, there it is.
I'm surrounded by the blue. Oh my God. Okay, this is again him saying, "This is everybody here." Who does that belong to?
That's my husband's father, Joseph.
Okay, Joseph. Okay, see, Joseph's here. The blue. Oh my God, this is
the basketball. The basketball.
Okay. So another way to validate. Okay, so they have. Okay. God, this is awesome, man. I love this. This is awesome. This is so crazy. Man, it's because you're so open. You get it. You know, but they're giving me very specific information. This is wild. Okay. Now we're going. There's animals again. God, I'm surrounded by baby goats. This is so bizarre.
Baby goat. And I'm trying to think of...
Specifically baby goats, too. Babies. Like the baby guys.
I have to think, because my uncles... I have to speak to my cousins, because I know that... I'm trying to think about the goats. I have to think on that one a little bit.
You know what, though? Also, too, you could be what's called a relay. So a lot of this information, you're going to be the one that's responsible for saying, hey, guess what? I had this experience and you came up and this is how they connected with you. So again, when you watch this video, you're going to watch it a couple of times and you're going to catch different things every single time. And you're going to have that aha moment and realize, oh my gosh, this message is actually for so-and-so, but you've been spot on with everything. Like your family members, this is proof that they're in it. This is like to let you know, they need more than anything for you to believe that your mom is going to be okay when that time comes, because they need you to know she is not alone right now at all. She's with them. They're with her. And this is them saying it's old times again. It's just like old times. The basketball, I'm like, wow, it's crazy because the picture that I see, I also see this basketball picture and it looks like a pose, like from like somebody that played in God, I don't know, like it looks like an old picture, but it's the basketball uniforms where they were short, like super short, maybe like 70s, and somebody has like dark hair.
My father-in-law was wearing like a bathing suit,
super short.
Yep.
Okay.
And it has the basketball, the ball.
Okay. Okay, my God. I said because a posed thing. Oh, my God. Okay, father-in-law. That's what it is. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I thought, because you're going to have to be the one that's... Oh, my God. I just got chills. That's crazy. Now they're like ringing in my ears. Oh, that's nuts. Because now you have to like have this conversation with your husband. Like,
Yes.
guess who came to visit? You're never going to believe it. And he was very specific. Very specific. I was like, God, those are short.
Yeah, and
Oh,
my
wow.
husband's very athletic, and he got it from his father.
That's amazing.
Yeah, his father passed away when he was very young. It's
Really?
like
Okay.
17. Yeah.
That's tough. But this is proof. He's like, I'm okay. Tell him, hey, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's so crazy because I start to smell certain things too when they try to tell me signs.
What are you smelling?
It smells like fire. You know when someone blows out a match?
Oh, my father. Cigar smoke. And in
Oh my
fact, that's,
God. Is that what
you
it
know what?
is? Huh.
Yeah, look.
What is it? I can't see. Put it in front of the camera. Oh my God, that's the pipe. It's a pipe. No wonder. Okay. Who is
My
this? Your
father.
dad? Your dad?
My dad's pipe.
Okay. I was like, why do I smell like somebody lit a match? Oh my God. It's literally
Yep.
like when you blow it out. That would make sense. You light the match.
Yep.
Oh my God. Okay. This is again
There
your
it
dad. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. He's spending a lot of time with your mom. That's what he's saying. A lot of time. But the pipe, when I see him, he's sitting on a chair. It's like a wooden chair and his legs crossed and he's sitting there smoking a pipe. Like I can see him like holding it. Wow. Yeah, he's with your mom right now. So I guarantee after when we're done talking, if you call her, or if you go see her, she's gonna tell you your dad was here. Everybody was here. Because while they're with me, how I see them, they're with her at the same time. Because they're all like to my right. Like, and I see them like at a distance, but there's a lot of people. God, I'm shaking again. Man. I see the animals again. This is wild. That's another thing. It's like on the other side too, there's a ton of animals. Who sends you the birds? Because I keep seeing this little guy right here. I was like the crazy bird.
With the birds. My father grew up in a little town, which was basically a timber town. You know, was in Belarus, and they had a lot to do with timber, but they also had a lot to do with agriculture. And so he grew up, you know, with a lot of chickens.
Oh, okay, chickens.
The chickens.
Oh my God, that kind of, yeah.
Okay, so with the chickens, they didn't kill the animals very merciful, you know, like with mercy. So when he came to this country, he could never eat chickens. So the chickens could also be the birds that surrounded him when he was growing up. And a quick story, like even turkey, one Thanksgiving, what they did was they took a meatloaf and they put turkey wings on it so that it would look like a turkey, but he would eat the meatloaf. So the birds could be him in his youth.
Being crazy.
Having him. So that could be also the birds.
Yeah, because the crazy bird, that sounds like the crazy bird. I mean, it's like, why am I looking at this and he says the crazy bird.
Yeah. And the crazy bird could also be the meatloaf with the wings on it.
That's what I'm saying, with the wings. That's what I said, the crazy bird. Yeah. Oh
yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's nuts. See, again, little things that they may seem little, but they're very significant. And a lot of times it's, I mean, we could think, oh, well, that's generic or that's random, but there's a reason. And then the other things that are extremely specific, like me smelling a match, like when you have a pipe right there.
And, you know, it was a family celebration, which was very important to them.
Yeah. That's why they're all together. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. It's like a whole colony of people, like a tribe of like people. It's like a group. Everybody's together. And it's, again, they keep saying just like old times, just like old times. So they're going back to the happiest places in their life, in all of their lives. And they only know like the love and joy and the goodness. So they're showing me these things that are very significant, that meant something to them, you know, that now mean something to them because these are the messages that they relay to you. So this is not the end. This is just the beginning.
So you're talking about blue?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That's the tea set. That was
That's the first thing I brought up. That's what oh my gosh.
And I forgot the blue here.
Yep. And it's the same blue. Look at this. It's literally the same blue.
Yeah. So that's my grandmother's.
My gosh. And
Yeah,
yeah.
and then also the other blue. This came from my mother-in-law.
Oh, wow.
Blues.
Yeah.
So I am surrounded by a lot of blues.
I am too right now. Everywhere. I have a hair tie, like,
Yeah.
I mean, everything. See, this is them. So this is real time. This is,
Yeah.
they could have said any color. They could have said yellow. They could have said brown, but they chose blue
Yeah.
because you would see it around you. And that's
Yep.
why they chose it for me, because instantly I didn't notice it until now. It's like those colors, it's like everything else is muted and those colors pop. And blue
Yep.
is what popped.
I made this book for Michael's family.
Oh, wow. Does that say Army? Is that the Army?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at the blue. Look at all the blue.
So that's one blue.
Yep. My
And
God.
then on the floor,
I just still can't believe you're wearing the blue. And then I was talking about the basketball too. And you have like the orange Nike swoosh on there.
and then also this was my grandmother's.
Wow.
Can
The
you-
blue. This is incredible.
So it's all around me right now.
And like, God, man, I just keep going back to the fact that you have it on, like blue.
Yeah, but everything around me, that I brought out, Josh said, get some things that are meaningful, and everything around me is blue. So many blue things.
Yeah, see, this is insane. I love it. I love it. I love
like
it.
you said, sometimes it has to kick in the sense of the meaning of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically the blue of each of the families all together.
But you get it. This is everybody all together. This is proof. You just put the puzzle together. Like, this is proof that, like, they are together. We will all be reunited. And that this, again, is not about your mom. She's okay. She's ready to go. It's more about you processing how you're going to be when the time comes. And when you're ready to say, okay, Mom, I love you and I understand. And I'm giving you permission to be free. When you're ready, you'll let her go. But just know that she's around, because she loves it here, but she also she sees her family, and she misses them so much.
Yeah.
Well, listen, this has been amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I hope you have.
It's been wonderful.
Do you feel better knowing? Do you at least have some kind of comfort knowing that, like, we don't really die? Like, we really don't.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And it's not scary. The fear is just like what they said today. People don't fear dying itself because they're surrounded by their loved ones. It's the fear of leaving the people they love behind.
Yep.
And it's a prime example right there, them saying this and you validating your mom doesn't.
Yeah. Her worrying about me, is she worried about anybody else?
I think she knows that you're in charge and you're in control. She knows that you carry all the worry for everybody else. That's what they tell me. So she knows if you don't worry, then she doesn't have to worry.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Shannon. Truly, thank you so much.
Kobe, you're amazing. Thank you for being open. If you hadn't been open, they wouldn't all be here. And it's funny because as we're talking, I can see them all. It's weird. They all step back and they're all waving. And I'm not cold, not shaking anymore. Because
So
they know that,
the message was received.
Yeah,
Received.
And they know that you understand that this isn't the end. I think, sometimes we just need validation from somebody that's objective, meaning like they don't know anything about the past. But the tea set was the clincher for me. I knew I was like, I even texted somebody last night because that's when I heard tea set. And sure enough, that was your
What's funny about that too, because when I was going around gathering things, the tea set was the very last things that I pulled out.
And that's the first thing that came to me.
So it was someone guiding me, get those teacups out here.
Because we're going to meet them, and that's also the blue. That's the one common denominator that brings everybody together.
Yep. I know my father was a really good man, and my grandmother lived with them her entire life, their entire married life. He would never let her go anyplace else, and he took care of her.
Wow.
So, with my grandmother as the family matriarch, she bound everyone together.
that's why she pushed through first. That
Yeah.
makes sense, because she's the strongest voice, and it's always the biggest personality that can. That's why she let everybody else through. She had to open the door for them. It makes so much sense. You see how it all happens? It's bizarre.
Crazy.
It's crazy and beautiful and so weird.
And you're incredible. You're really incredible.
I'm just, I'm here. I'm just delivering the message, man. But I couldn't do it if you weren't open. So thank you again for just.
And thank you. Thank you. It was so much fun meeting you. Thank you for everything.